Hi, I just wanted to come on and do a quick video. A couple of concepts have been coming up and I really wanted to share them. It was really cool, like one concept, which is about detaching, okay? Now, one thing is detaching. Sometimes you could just be like, well, I don't care. And that's a form of detachment. And that might work. That might be helpful. But you're also, when you're doing that, you're not only detaching from that person or situation, you're also in a way detaching from yourself. Because I don't care might kind of feel like a numbness inside of you. And it's usually because you don't want to feel a feeling that if you did care and you were just detaching from it, that would actually cause pain, although it would also give you some freedom. So detaching with love, I would suggest, is something that is more along the lines of when you really are doing the healing work, because you're detaching yourself from the behavior or the situation, but you're attaching to love. You're still in a feeling of love. You're not eliminating that. Like, it's not just I don't care. It's that you're literally going and allowing yourself to be you and allowing that person or that situation or the behavior to be the way that it is. So in order to do that, you need to kind of go inside yourself and see what inside you needs that attention from you. What inside you was kind of going into or getting anxious about or getting obsessed about the other person or what was happening or the situation. And that part of you is what actually needs the attention. So it's really attaching to yourself. What do I need right now in order to feel better? What do I need right now in order to feel safe? What do I need right now? Okay? So when you attach to yourself, you, by default almost, actually detach with love from that situation. And it's not necessarily easy, but it is simple. And the more practice that you have with attaching to yourself and finding that place within of what actually do you need emotionally to provide for yourself in order for you to feel good, irregardless of what is going on outside of you, irregardless of the other person's behavior, that is when you create true attachment to yourself, which is the true source of your life, which is your soul, which is that part of you that is that part that's kind of like crying out, that like needs the attention, that thinks that if you're attaching into the other person or the situation, that that's where you're getting the love. But now you're flipping it and you're knowing where the real source of your love is, which is right inside of you, right inside of here in your own heart. Okay? So detachment is really attachment to your own self and your own emotional needs, and you becoming the parent that you've always wanted. As traumatized children, we were always searching for someone to save us. Little did we know that person would be us as an adult. That's what you get to give to yourself. That's the gift. That's the gift of healing, is actually feeling safe enough within your body to turn from whatever it is that's going on, look inside and say, what do I need? What do I need right now to take care of myself? And then you have love. Love for self. We could often offer some love for the situation, but not be part of something or obsessively anxious about what's going on. It's just kind of reattaching to yourself in love. Okay, so that's one concept, and let me know your thoughts or any questions or anything in the comments. That'd be awesome. And the other concept that I really love, this came up today with one of my clients, and I kind of realized that judgmentalness, what's the opposite of judgmentalness? And what came to me today was it's forgiveness. It's the forgiveness of people just being human. So forgiveness is not about whatever's going on or if somebody hurt you. It doesn't make that action okay. But forgiveness allows you to break the bonds of I was going to say of slavery, but it really is. It's really like that. It's like it's the chains that actually connect you to that act and to that person that had the thing happen that was very harmful to you. Okay? And sometimes we're just going around and we're just judging. Just it's an egoic thing. Because if somebody is doing something that's not up to your standard and you judge that, then you get to put them lower, and egoically, like, you feel better about yourself. But you don't completely feel better about yourself, because we can't actually holistically feel better about ourselves by putting other people down. And we know this because that's not necessarily the way that God views us, right? We're all his kids. He loves us. A really good prayer actually is for when you really can't see anything beneficial about another person is, please God, let me see them the way that you see them, and be willing to do that. So when you're just full of judgmentalness, I would just offer you to, if you want to move from there, maybe somehow that's protecting you. And if that is, and you want to stay there, you get to stay there, and you get to stay wherever you want for as long as you want to. But if it's becoming a problem for you, like if you're starting to become stiff, if you're starting to become a person that you don't even like to be around, which will happen if you stay in judgmentalness, then I will just offer you to then go into actual forgiveness, like even to walk around, and it doesn't have to be this like deep level of forgiveness, but if you're feeling anxious, or you're feeling obsessed, or you're feeling super judgy, I like one of my friends said judgy wedgy, like if you're in a judgy wedgy space, you could just forgive. I forgive that person, even if it's the person who cut you off, or whatever it is that's causing you the problem. If you just offered forgiveness, it's not for them, it's for you. It's for you. It's like reattaching for you, because it's happening anyway, or it happens anyway. So we could either forgive, or we could hold it. But when you hold it, it allows that energy to still be stuck inside of you. And that eventually that causes physical harm, that causes medical issues. And really, healing is about being in flow. We want to be in flow. We don't want to be in resistance to our life. So if you're noticing the judginess and you would like to move from it, I would just offer you to even forgive. So really, there's a couple of tools. There's one where it's like, this is happening and that's okay, or this person is like this and that's okay. But if you've already tried that and it's not really working, I would just offer you to see how it feels to say, I forgive. Or, okay, God, I'm willing to forgive this person. Like, to just start on the forgiveness journey, because you will absolutely get free from it. It's not for the other person. The forgiveness is for you. The forgiveness is for freedom in your own soul. And that's just another form and another step of healing, and allowing your own source to have space, more room in you. Because as you forgive the harm, you make room for good stuff to come into you. And that's really what you want if you want to feel better, is you want like the flow of energy, the flow of goodness, flow of peace, flow of serenity, to be able to be allowed to move through you. So those are my thoughts, and I hope you enjoyed. God bless.